Jane Jenkins Herlong, CPAE Speaker Hall of Fame recipient, author of 4 books, gold medal winner of the 2015 Illumination Book Award, and former Miss South Carolina. Ms. Herlong will explain her way of learning how to endure, and most of all, how to keep going throughout some of life's tough obstacles.
I think I get my energy when I get up and I say, what can I do today to improve a skill so I can help somebody else in their journey? I see women I was just on the phone with my good friend Nancy, wonderful children, but she is consumed with, I can't handle what they're doing now, they're adult children, and so many women fall into that where they and I struggle with it too. Like, I'd love to see different things with my children, and I just said, Nancy, you've got to get some help. You got to sit down and see. I talked to a counselor after my mother died, not even knowing my sister was going to die, and we had a very difficult family problem, and I had to stay steady for my mother. And my brother, we couldn't rely on him, and my sister all of a sudden decided she was slighted, and I loved her, but it was sad to see this deep anger and resentment, and they found her deceased right after my mother died, and she had a heart problem, but it was so tragic, and I just saw the emotional upheaval. And in my book I say several times, you have to have high principled thinking, not low functioning reacting, and I had to stay on that steady course for my mother and to help her navigate through all of this. My mother ended up having to sue her own daughter over my issues that my brother-in-law, unfortunately, we trusted, and it was a nightmare. Just didn't know all this was underneath the surface. Just didn't know until my daddy died, and then Mama became sick, and it was just not the best resource for her to go after, and she was just misled, and she was elderly, and that's just fodder for some people. So it was hard. It was very hard. I felt like I had to protect my mother from her own children. I'm a Christian, and I feel like that the Lord is just helping open doors, just open them and give me wisdom. And I pray for that all the time. I pray just to give me wisdom to know what to do, how to do, when to let go of something. I'm not that's the problem with being so driven. You don't know when to let go. That's the problem.